The days of one person working somewhere, being able to provide for a family of 5 and get paid a good wage have all but disappeared, and the people in the current workforce have been forced to adapt. Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Preston. I'm a professional recruiter in the technology industry. Today's video is going to be about a recent phenomenon we've all been seeing called career cushioning. Though there are many careers that might involve cushions, such as the bedding and textile industry, this term is being used more metaphorically. So what does this mean, and why has this term been trending everywhere? Before we dive right in, please consider supporting a fellow recruiter. Give us a like, subscribe, click that bell. Really means a lot. Career cushioning basically means you're building multiple streams of income, skills, and investing heavily in your networking to give yourself stability and enough security to weather any storm. If you've watched any of my recent content about the mass layoffs, or if you've been following the news about workers quitting in mass due to unhappy work conditions, you'll quickly see why this is becoming so common. Career cushioning involves having backup plans, contingency options, and diverse career paths to fall back on in case of job loss, economic downturns, or other career-related challenges. The idea behind career cushioning is that it reduces risk of financial and professional instability. Ever wonder why we're seeing an explosion of side hustles and freelance work? Employees don't feel safe anymore. It used to be that you'd finish school, find a good company to work for, and just park yourself there. You'd know you have stability, benefits like healthcare, pay leave, and a respectable income for future to come. But something changed along the way, and now people see jobs as stepping stones or part of a greater ladder they have to climb. And who can blame them? With many companies treating their workers like disposable assets and only interested in how much value that they can squeeze out of them, employees across all industries are getting very concerned. And before we get started, a quick disclaimer. No, this is not all companies or even most companies necessarily, but it has been happening enough that we're seeing a backlash. Now, we can't really talk about career conditioning without also mentioning quiet quitting. Quiet quitting is where an employee will still show up for work, but do the bare minimum and leave and arrive exactly when they're supposed to and not put in any more effort than required. I know that may sound like you're just, quote, doing your job, end quote, but it's the psychology behind it that's more indicative than the act itself. Sure, technically you're not doing anything wrong and you likely wouldn't get fired for it, but it's pretty obvious to everyone that you've mentally checked out. People who quiet quit will also often be brushing up on other skills they may have, or perhaps be updating their resumes and practice for interviews, knowing that they're gonna be hopping careers soon. And this is finally where we arrive at career cushioning, and I want to break the whole thing down in a few steps to help make sense of how it all looks. The first part of career cushioning is going to be taking an honest look at yourself and your current situation. Are you happy at your current job? Are you performing well? Is your boss or supervisor recognizing it, or at the very least not giving you a hard time? What about your work-life balance? Do you have one? Do your superiors expect you to always be on and available? For someone to even begin the idea of career cushioning, they have to take a real look at what their surroundings are at work and beyond work, and see how it aligns or misaligns with their values and beliefs. Someone who's happy at their job and completely fulfilled is likely not even going to attempt anything like this, but with all the sudden layoffs recently, they may want to reconsider. So, you took a good hard look and you figured out that your workplace culture is toxic. Your boss is always bothering you after hours, and it feels like there's very little potential for you to move up. So what now? You have to figure out what you need to get ahead. Is it more education, more knowledge, more experience? Maybe there's some stronger networking you need to do. If your job at your current company offers training opportunities, take advantage of those. You can improve your skills and increase your chance of securing internal job opportunities if there is any opening. Who knows, maybe it's not your company that you're unhappy with, it's your current position. Definitely exhaust all the opportunities like that before you make the decision to jump. Worst case scenario, you'll be in the same place, but with much stronger skills that could serve future you. Getting more education or training is never a bad thing. So if you really set on leaving your current job, you'll be in a much stronger position having those. So you've analyzed your situation, you figured out what education or training you still need, so what are you missing? You absolutely need to also be following the news. When the economy shifts unexpectedly, it can bring huge changes to the industry, but also lead to many new opportunities. Make sure you stay informed about industry developments and trends to be ready for a fresh job search if necessary. Update your online professional profile, resumes, cover letters to showcase your current experience and accomplishments and skills that would interest a hiring manager or a recruiter. Oh, special note, also emphasize your soft skills as they have become increasingly important in the current job market. I have a recent video where I went more in depth about that topic, but basically you want to make sure you talk talk about your time management skills, ability to work in a team, and any leadership capabilities, among many others. Things like that are really starting to separate good workers from great workers these days, as companies increasingly pay attention to those qualities. Staying up to date on news stories will also let you know exactly where the gaps are in terms of skills on the market. Being able to confidently choose what you train in will make your journey to finding new work that much easier. Besides gaps in skills, you'll also see gaps in companies. Though many are likely laying off lots of people to either downsize or cut costs, they also might be cutting workers because their current people just weren't effective. This presents you with an opportunity to market yourself to them and be their solution. It's even more effective if you link up with the recruiter. No joke, being introduced and recommended by someone is so much better than literally any other way. With someone in your corner vouching for you, you'll be taken much more seriously as a prospective candidate. This also kind of leads to my next point, networking. Consider your professional network like a home that requires your attention and also upkeep. Building and maintaining strong connections is essential, not just for making new ones, but also for nurturing existing relationships. In more difficult times, getting support from people you know can be the difference between finding a job opportunity or being stuck on an endless search. It's true, maintaining regular contact with your connections can help you get a foot in the door when the right opportunities come up. I've seen it thousands and thousands of times. So many people I know have gotten jobs not always because they were the best and brightest candidates, but because they had the greatest relationships that opened many doors for them. Just remember, you should also be contributing to the relationships and helping out, not just asking for favors all the time. If you see someone you know in a rut or struggling to find work that they're obviously qualified for, lend them a hand. Do whatever you can. You never know when they might do the same for you down the line. Armed with your skills, knowledge of the market, and strong connections, it's time to finally get out there and see what opportunities await you. Applying for jobs and eventually doing interviews can be nerve-wracking for many people, and I don't blame them. Even seasoned professionals and veterans of the industry can feel doubt or uncertainty as they put themselves out there. Is my resume strong? Do I look confident when I talk? Am I coming off as a professional? Did I make sure not to forget to mention anything in the last interview? Questions and feelings like these are perfectly normal. Interviewing and presenting yourself is actually a skill, and like any skill, you can get better at this. Try practicing with a mock interview with a friend. Take a course maybe. Get in touch with a recruiter if you can. Those are the people that you can make mistakes with and also get guidance from. Trust me, recruiters are on your side. They win when you win. Recruiters want you to get hired and succeed. Our entire profession is built on successfully connecting candidates with companies, and we're happy to provide you with any knowledge or tips to help you reach that point. Aside from that, really, the best way to nail down that interview and get better at it is to just do just that. Actively searching for a new job will give you a first-hand understanding of your options and help satisfy your curiosity about creating a backup plan. Don't wait passively, start applying and interviewing. The process of job searching will reveal your choices and show that you are not limited to one role or even company. It also offers opportunities to grow your network, gain insights into the job market, and learn about compensation packages for specific positions as well. The search may even provide the motivation to leave an unstable role or find a company that values you more than your current employer. On the flip side, you might also learn that whatever is out there right now is really not to your liking, at least for the time being. So sticking to your current job might be the best answer. Okay, so you either found a new job that you like, or you've decided to stay where you are and wait to see what new opportunities might present themselves. Either way, there's still another path that you can take, and this one won't require you to quit anything or stop whatever you're doing at your current job. Let me introduce the side hustle. Short of becoming one of those insufferable millennial buzzwords, the side hustle as a concept and practice has taken off like nothing we've ever seen. It seems like everyone you talk to is doing one or two or three different things, and who would blame them? Like I said earlier, gone are the days where you finish school, find a company to work for, and that's it. The days of one person working somewhere, being able to provide for a family of 5 and get paid a good wage have all but disappeared, and the people in the current workforce have been forced to adapt. Acquiring a side hustle can provide a nice cushion for your career and give you more control over your financial stability. A side hustle can also bring in extra income and allow you to test new ideas or careers, like making a YouTube channel. Preparing for potential unemployment may seem pessimistic, but not being ready for a pivot can be a serious burden. Think of career cushioning as an insurance policy. which you can start implementing before an emergency arises. If you're dissatisfied with the direction of your career, or you're uncertain about the economy or industry, consider taking steps to secure your future. Well, that's it for the video. Really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any additional thoughts you want to add, feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to support a fellow recruiter, give us a like, subscribe, click that bell, really means a lot. Feel free to also follow me at Preston_Park, as I try my best to also post behind the scenes content daily. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you on the next one.